Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Please share this video. This is a very big topic right now. Anyways, before you guys call me crazy, this fight has all the makings of a potential upset, or to the very least, a great fight. Look, Nate Diaz versus Khamzat Chimaev for September. That's less than 2 months away, and you know how time flies these days. Nate Diaz is not somebody to take lightly. Okay, I get he's been fighting for a long time. I get he said this is his last fight, probably, or he really wants to leave the UFC. So he has hard feelings, probably, with the UFC. I don't know. That's just an assumption. But what better way to handle that than to beat one of their top guys and then leave? So if Nate Diaz is going to beat Khamzat Chimaev, which is very, very possible, here are the keys to success. Number one, being level-headed. And you're probably thinking, what does being level-headed have to do with being successful in MMA? Well, it has everything to do with that. Remember when he fought Conor McGregor in the first fight? Conor McGregor came in with his big ego, with his head all swollen up. He was undefeated in the UFC. Just knocked out Aldo in like 13 seconds to be the featherweight champ. And then was moving up with a bigger attitude and was real, I wouldn't say a rude guy. He actually respected Nate before he fought him, but he clearly was acting like he knew he had it in the bag, and he didn't. He couldn't put him away, Nate Diaz came in there very focused. Number two, durability. I know we say Khamzat has durability. He survived some punches from Gilbert. But Nate Diaz has taken way more damage in his career, and he's been able to hang around in his fights so far better than Khamzat has. Number three, championship rounds. Khamzat, I don't think, he's never had a 5-round fight in the UFC. He had a 3-round fight with Gilbert Burns. Okay? So I don't know how he can handle a 5-round fight for the first time. Nate Diaz has been in 5-round fights, so we'll see what happens. I think that's in favor of Nate Diaz. Number five, experience. Khamzat's undefeated. He's beaten people, but he's never tasted defeat. The closest he came was with Gilbert dropping him and hurting him in the fight and putting up a fight with him. Some people say he won. He didn't win that fight, let's be honest. And I like Gilbert Burns, but if Khamzat actually reminds me, and if you guys look back through my channel, I made a video talking about how Belal Muhammad can beat Khamzat. That's with the grappling. Khamzat did not follow through his game plan very well. He kept saying he wanted to knock him out, but if you know the guy can stand with you and can do all those things, you should make the adjustment to take Gilbert to the ground. Clearly, he's bigger and stronger than Gilbert. I think he should have used his wrestling more, won that fight that way with just a decision or ground and pound. Maybe go for a submission. I don't know. Gilbert's got a BJJ black belt, so I don't know. But Nate Diaz has experience. He has wisdom in the octagon. He's finished people, He hardly gets stopped in the UFC. He's been stopped twice. One time was by a doctor stoppage. If that fight kept going, it might have went the distance. Who knows? But, yeah, Khamzat has faced adversity. That's because he wasn't fighting his best fight, The problem is he won that fight, so you don't know whether or not he actually learned from that fight. Now he's fighting a guy that he knows he should be able to beat. But this is Nate Diaz. This is an underdog guy. This is a guy that has finished people before, has beaten people before that probably were better on paper, if you know what I mean. Shout out Nate Diaz. So I'm not giving a prediction right now, but if anybody can beat Khamzat right now, it would be Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz has submission grappling. He's very good at that. He knows how to wrestle when he needs to. Is it as good as Khamzat's? I don't know. I think Khamzat's might be a little better, but I don't think Nate Diaz should be worried in terms of his skills and his stand-up. If he has to stand and bang, he will, And Khamzat got rocked on the feet. I know Usman did too with Gilbert Burns, but Khamzat got rocked in the fight standing up. And I know people talk about how Nate rocked Leon Edwards. I don't really think he rocked him. I kind of think he might have hit him pretty hard, but I think it was more of a slip or a funny motion or something like that, And Nate was clearly not trying to not more focused on winning the fight at that moment. As I saw him, he said, ah, ha, ha. He was kind of picking like, ah, you got hurt, ha, ha, ha. I'm not saying he couldn't have won that fight, but clearly Leon was also caught off guard, if you know what I mean. I think it's very possible that Nate can finish this fight. He's dangerous on the feet also. He hurt Conor McGregor on the feet. Before Poirier got a hold of him, nobody knocked out Conor McGregor, Even in boxing, he got stopped with strikes. He wasn't straight up KO'd, but he got hurt with Conor in his prime. And that was Nate Diaz doing that. Nate Diaz hits hard, and he And he's very capable of doing the same thing to Khamzat. Khamzat already has been rocked before. Nate Diaz is going to see and say, you've been hurt before. So he will look to take advantage and test that chin again. And again, I don't know. I'm not saying Nate can't knock out Khamzat, but he can rock him, rock his world, and follow it up with a takedown and submit him. That's very possible, you know. And again, Nate Diaz has been in this game for too long. How can you say he doesn't have a chance, you know? So Nate Diaz, the longer the fight goes, I think it goes in Nate's favor because, again, Nate has been in long fights before. He's won some big fights. He's made a lot of money with the UFC, and he's such a big star. So, you know, fans are pulling for him in this fight when he fights Khamzat. He's going to fight Khamzat. So, again, experience helps him. His skill set, his grappling, and his TKO ability. He has TKO'd guys before. I think the jiu-jitsu he has is going to be pretty dangerous. I think Khamzat, in this case, should stand up with Nate Diaz. Number 4, I know Nate gets hit a lot, but he is a dog and he can hit you too. And the thing is, it's a big what if he hits Khamzat and rocks him and drops him. If he drops him, I think Nate will finish that fight. And 5, again, championship rounds. This is probably going to be a 5-round fight. I don't know yet. But it needs to be a 5-round fight. It would help Nate Diaz. So Nate Diaz can certainly win that fight. He can certainly finish the fight. Like I said, the longer it goes, it's in favor of Diaz. But the shorter the fight goes, it would lean towards Khamzat. But Nate can win this fight. Mark my words. Am I betting money on him? I don't know. I haven't given a prediction yet, but he can win this fight if he wants to. And I'm sure he wants to. There's no better way to leave the UFC than say, bump y'all, I'm out of here. I just whooped your top guy, and I'm out. I can see him doing that, so.